Good evening, everybody. Welcome to week one.
Week one, season starts in 2 days, Thursday.
The Armchair Quarterback League. I am Danny Lee.
Marshall Woodward, Commissioner, ready to go over some matchups.
Absolutely. Just want to run down what we got as far as lineups, talk a little bit about the key matchups that we got going on this first week, and then make some predictions, actually.
Here we go. And you're going to get this once a week from us, guys, so don't take it too personally, but we're going to do some ripping on teams, all right? So let's just get into it. Let's start with Shakita, which is going to be Miss Ride or Die against Jamal. Man, this is a tough one, but before I even get into any of them, I'm just going to go Jamal because Shakita likes to make last-minute decisions, doesn't pay attention to the fantasy thing or what's going on all week. Plus, she has 2 tight ends starting this week, 1 in the flex position. Come on.
I'm pulling for the underdog there. Miss Ryder Guy can take this one, actually.
Nah, you're wrong. Crystal, Kitty Cat, Team Kitty Cat versus Corbin, KC, Bo Nose. I, of course, am going to go Crystal in this one. You know, I don't want to be sleeping on the couch.
Well, I mean, regardless of who you end up calling for the win on this one, if she loses, you're sleeping on the couch.
Regardless,
I hope you have the allergy medicine ready to go.
Oh,
It's going to be allergy, man.
Get out of here. I think Casey should forfeit this one, just for my sake.
You better pay him off nicely in order for that to happen, but...
All right, moving on. Let's go to Dr. Vaziri, Manizi's team versus Harris's team, a.k.a. Armchair Quarterback team. I'm picking Dr. Vaziri just on the fact that Harris chose Armchair Quarterback, which is a league name.
That's shipping that shit out the allowed.
For a team name.
Commissioner, do something about that.
Come on. Ship them out of the league is what I should do.
No, I would definitely agree with that. And I gotta pick my doctor at the end of the day. She's gonna wipe the house with this person, right?
Yeah.
Harris gonna get freaking stomped.
Look at that, Dr. Vaziri. We're going 100%. We're all in on your team, so you got to make us proud.
Absolutely.
That brings us to Bobby's team versus Travis. You know, what is his name? Something about token white guy.
There's no such thing in this world. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can use it. You can use it.
I know.
Not him.
That doesn't work for him. And this is the same guy who did mention to me that, you know, if we do too much ripping on his team, he might back it up with his own YouTube videos on us.
Yeah.
I say bring it on. We're going to go, even though Bobby has picked Alex Smith as his starting quarterback, that is so ridiculous. Bobby, come on, I know you like the 49ers, but you got to give me something to work with.
I'm not even looking at the rest of your team, man. That's a straight loss right there.
So we don't have a whole lot of rip to do on the token white guys this week, but I'm sure it's coming, Travis. It is definitely coming.
It's inevitable. It is what it is.
Definitely. All right, we got 4 final matchups that we're going to actually break down with a little more detail. Let's start out with Dr. Casella's Goodfellas versus Dave. That's the Captain Kosher's Dogs. Man, what a team name. Dr. Casella's got Romo going against the Jets. Chris Johnson, who has had no practice time, but still in the starting lineup. But I feel pretty comfortable with that.
No, overall, I mean, you make the comparison between the two of them, and we got a better quarterback over there on Captain Coach's team versus the Goodfellas. But I mean, Chris Johnson.
You got more experience on Captain Coaches because after the people I mentioned on Dr. Casella, you got the rookies.
Right.
He's starting 3 rookies, which he told me he's a trendsetter today. He's
starting trend and losing.
Yeah, exactly. So no more getting your name engraved on the trophy this year. I'm picking Captain Kosher's Dog. Yeah,
pick that Peyton Hillis and Javon Bell matchup. That could be a very big wild card for them. And overall, I would say that he slightly edges out. To be honest with you, slightly edges out the Goodfellas in this specific case. So I would go with Captain Coach's Dogs as well, but also because I'm a little bit biased against the Goodfellas.
A little bit biased?
Yeah, a little bit. I hate them. They're just awful. Absolutely awful.
I have the same animosity towards them. So
after last year's bullshit, moving on. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's just, Dave, we're on your side. Captain Coach's Dogs, pull this one out.
Absolutely.
That brings us to 2 of the newer people. Kyle played last year. That's the Boondocks, and Jadine, Tatted Stars. This is her first year. I'm just going to say right now, again, early, I'm going Tatted Stars with the rookie just because somebody picked Ocho Cinco in like the 2nd or 3rd round.
Because he was like a hot commodity. If he went in the 3rd, he just would have gone, for sure.
Gosh, yeah, he was a top guy on Kyle's board. Also, he had 2 cornerbacks for the Eagles on his team. He has since traded one, or actually dropped one off of his team, but Kyle, your team is looking a little bit soft right now. I mean, anything can happen. I know Mendenhall, you got him, and You know, he could do a lot, but you're going against Andre Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald.
What a receiving core right there, my God.
He is solid at receiver. So
And Felix Jones looking pretty good.
Good PPR running back.
Yep, I would agree.
So I'm going JD.
So you gotta start
Anything?
all the way.
All right, we're agreeing too much. Now let's get into something we're not going to agree on. Let's go into your matchup. That would be Danny Lee versus Alex. You will be shanked.
The Black Magic Ninjas will slice up. You will be shanked with their katanas, okay?
Man.
That's exactly what it is at the end of the day. I'm not even worried about this.
Not even worried about it. Matt Ryan versus Flacco. Kind of like your quarterback better than Flacco. We got Sean Green and LaShawn McCoy. I like his running backs over yours. You got Arian Foster.
Come on, give me a little love on that one. Just the little hammy issue.
A little hammy. I'm a little concerned about his little hammy issue. I think he may be in and out of that lineup all season long.
Okay, and then what with Marcus Colston against Sidney Rice?
Yeah, Sidney Rice, I can't really give him any love. As soon as you have Tavares Jackson as your quarterback,
shipped as a package deal,
you lose a lot of fantasy value. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, looking at those teams, you know, even though you may have the advantage, I'm gonna go with you will be shanked here. I'm just gonna, you know, buck the trend. I think you might get shanked.
Ridiculous. Here, let me give you an example. Okay? See this right here? This is going to get beat. Like you will be shanked. This Pianata's going to get beat. And we're going to tear this thing apart. We're not going to be done after this. Okay? It's utterly ridiculous. It's not even going to be a question. All right?
Funny.
And that was not racist at all.
So I think you're picking your team.
Yes, I'm going to go with the Black Magic Ninjas in this one.
Funny. All right, last matchup. That would be myself, fantasy baller versus Jordan. I really like my team. You know, it's like kind of like digging to the bottom of the barrel at the end of the draft, but I feel like I got a solid team. We're looking at Jamal Charles as my starting running back, Greg Jennings as a receiver, quarterback is Schaub. I like where I got him at good value.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the comparison there, the only real question is probably the quarterback matchup at the end of the day. And I really would give Phillip Rivers the slight edge out over Matt Schaub, but other than that, I say you're probably going to win this one pretty handily.
I like that. See, I don't want to be overconfident because last year going into the playoffs, I had the number one.
Dude, you're the dream team.
Number one.
You're the dream team. You take everybody else. Everybody's got the bullseye on this kid right now.
Whatever. I had a good draft, but you know I'm not going to say anything until you know the playoffs get here and I get my name engraved on the trophy.
All right, fine. It is what it is. But I call it pretty well. Your team's looking good against them.
All right.
And I see a pretty solid win for you.
Perfect. Well, there it is, guys. Once a week we're going to do these pick'ems. Next week we'll pick 4 more matchups. Good luck to all, except for Jordan, and I'm sure you don't want to wish you will be shanked anyway.
No, him and Dr. Fasella can both suck it.
All right, guys. Big words from this guy over here. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.
Report.